Hello people, this is Clown300. Welcome back to yet another very easily avoidable situation. Like seriously, how hard is it to just not talk to kids? Is there like a prion or something, that is like a prion that affects every content creator's brains the moment that they hit a subscriber milestone? Because if it is, then I unsubscribe right now, man. Like I'm good. I don't need what's called the subscriber plaque at this point. If what it takes to get big on YouTube is that you gotta like kids, you have to hurt animals, you have to threaten to beat your girlfriend's brains out with the goddamn brick. If that's what it takes, then I don't need the subscriber plaque. I've said this in the T-Nichols video that I don't normally make videos on very recent topics, but just like that video, again, there's another situation that hits very close to home for me. As you might already know, the streamer DrDis got himself to a very nasty controversy. It's kind of like the T-Nichols situation, except it's 1,000 times worse. Because Tyler at the very least had the benefit of being somewhat close to the girl's age. But the situation with DrDis happened when he was 35 years old. And not just that, he had a wife and a kid at the time that this whole thing was going on. By the way, his kid was around 2 years old when this was happening. How do you decide that after 2 years of your daughter being born and 9 years of being married, that you're gonna ruin it all by talking to someone that's under? This video is going to be like the T-Nichols video I made. Basically, I'm going to go over what's going on, but I'm also going to be giving my thoughts about things. Because just like the T-Nichols situation, this is, again, another case of someone whose content I like turning out to be a weird person. Also, I'm probably going to have to censor the M-I-N-O-R word, because YouTube doesn't really like it when people talk about that. So, a little background information for the people that don't know anything about this. Back in 2020, DrDis got banned out of nowhere on Twitch. For the longest time, a lot of people didn't really know why, because all the Twitch ever said was that he violated the community guidelines, which is kind of broad. Like that could mean a lot of things. People started making up their own theories as to why it happened, because like I said, up until recently, we really had nothing to work with. People said it was because they wanted to sign Ninja, which didn't really explain why he got banned. Even if they wanted to sign Ninja, they wouldn't need to ban Doc. People thought it was because of Ninja's wife, because apparently they thought that she had some kind of influence over the Twitch CEO or something, I don't know. And other people thought it was because of the bathroom incident, which, if you don't know, back in 2019, Doc streamed himself going to her bathroom at E3. And as you might have already guessed, that shit is considered illegal in California. He got temporary banned for that in 2019, but there were still some people thinking that it could have been the reason. But after all these years of speculation, we finally got an answer on June 21st. Because a former Twitch employee tweeted out some very heavy allegations. And a lot of people quickly figured out that it was about DrDis. He got banned because he got caught sexting in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could be read in plain text, I don't know what that means. Case closed, gang. Now me personally, at the time that this came out, I was a little disappointed that everyone jumped right into shitting on him. Because this is a tweet with no evidence, other than the fact that a guy who used to work at Twitch said it. And not only that, but the guy's account was only verified as of this month. So because of this, I had some doubts about the legitimacy of these claims. But either way, I decided to wait before defending or attacking him, because when it comes to accusations this bad, I feel like deciding who you side with this early, it's never a good thing. I don't know if you remember the allegations against Quite last year, but I hope that it taught some people to at least wait for the whole story to come out before coming to any conclusions. And listen, I don't mind if you choose to automatically believe the accuser, just don't post stupid things before the whole story's out. Because I remember there was this one guy that was like, I hate when people ask for evidence about allegations. Why would anybody lie about that kind of thing? Now obviously that shit backfired, because not only because the allegations turned out to be false, but because a lot of people in the replies for that tweet started accusing that guy of sexual assault. In the end, that guy had to delete his account because, it's like he said, why would anybody lie about that kind of thing? Am I right? That's kind of a tangent, but I just wanted to explain what my thought process was as it was going down. Doc's first response to the allegations was to say that he understands that it's a hot topic, but that no wrongdoing was acknowledged, which is probably the worst way to respond. Like, the guy said that you were sexting. Why would you word it in a weird way by saying that no wrongdoing was acknowledged? Then the next day, Doc made a second response to the allegations. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. This was the first sign of me that said, oh, okay, he probably did fuck up really badly. Because again, regardless of whatever contracts you got going on, if someone makes an accusation like that to you and you know you didn't do it, wouldn't anyone be like, hell no, I didn't talk to no underage girl? So to me, that was the beginning of the end, but I mean, it's only gotten worse as time went on for Doc. Because the day after this response, Doc's own gaming studio, Midnight Society, made a tweet where they announced that they're kicking him out. This tweet came out as he was streaming to, which led us to being able to see his reaction to it.
You know how we run things here.
You know, as messed up as this whole situation is, can I just say that that ominous-ass Elden Ring music was perfectly timed? But now let's get into the third response to all of this. I'm not going to read all of it because it's kind of long, but I'll read the most important parts. Hello. I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal ever happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I mean, I could just stop reading the tweet right here. Because what business does a 35-year-old man have to do with someone who he considers a minor? And you know, it doesn't help that he edited this tweet to remove the word minor, and then later added the word back. As a guy who's watched pretty much every Chris Hansen investigation, this sounds exactly like the kind of excuse that someone on there would make. He tried to make his case sound better by saying that he never shared pictures with her and that he never even met her. But the fact that these conversations even leaned towards being inappropriate, that's what pisses me off. He does admit later that he takes full responsibility for the fact that he even entertained these conversations. But as a husband, a father, and as an adult, you should have known better than to do this kind of thing. And even if he wasn't married or wasn't a father, it's still messed up. You're 35 years old, like your frontal lobe has been fully developed for 10 years by now. And you actively made the decision to talk inappropriately with someone who you consider to be a... And what's worse is that he was never like, oh, well, I was just confused. I didn't know her age at the time. And he never said that the girl tricked him or that he was just joking around with her, which was later confirmed by an article from the Rolling Stone. This is honestly the round-ending kill cam of this whole thing. I recall the Dr. Disrespect was made aware by the individual that they were underage during the conversation, after which he indicated that there was no problem and continued on. But there was no confusion. Messages sent after this was acknowledged were no less graphic and in sexually explicit nature than before, and I think more than the categorization of leaning too much in the direction of being inappropriate might indicate. So I mean, there you go. As far as I know, this hasn't been officially confirmed, but I mean, just the fact that he admitted to messaging someone that's a minor, that's what did it for me, and that's what did it for a lot of people. Twitter's reaction to it has been exactly what you expect it to be. A lot of people are making memes like this one of EDP wearing Doc's costume. A lot of big content creators who've collabed with Doc are condemning him. Tim the Tatman made a response, and you could tell how hard it was for him to record it.
Wow, this is absolutely insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing. I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years, and seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that. I can't.
And it's understandable, because I mean, it's hard enough for me as a guy who enjoyed Doc's content to process it. I can imagine how hard it is for a guy who was friends with him to deal with it. But you know what? There's also a surprising amount of people that are still somehow defending Doc, even after all that shit that I just read. For example, the paragon of good virtue known as Sneeko decided to weigh in by saying this dumb shit.
Dr. Disgusting, says Valkyrie. Yuck, says Pokimane. Clown World. I don't know everything about Dr. Disrespect. If you're 13 years old, edging to Pokemon all day. But if Dr. Disrespect text a girl who's 17 years old, 11 months, 364 days, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, he's the worst person ever. Why? Someone tell me how that makes any sense. And as soon as that second goes away, she's a prostitute. Everybody cheers.
First of all, I don't. Are you just stupid? Like, why are you bringing Pokimane into this? I know she kind of plays into the whole simp culture thing sometimes, but what the hell does she have to do with this? I know Twitch has a problem with those OnlyFans women doing provocative things and somehow getting away with it, but I'm pretty sure that Pokimane isn't the main culprit of that. So why the hell are you saying that the girl's 17 years and 59 minutes old? At the time of me recording this, the actual age of the girl hasn't been released, but even if she was 17 years and 59 milliseconds old, don't you think he would have made that as clear as possible? I'm pretty sure at this point he's not bound by any NDA, so why wouldn't he at the very least try to make his case a little bit better? I mean, I don't even know why I'm talking about Sneeko. This dude publicly admitted that he cucked himself.
We went to a couple different sex parties. Oh, yeah, awesome. so we go in there with the mentality that whatever happens inside that party, it just stays at the party. Like, yeah. And so I saw her. I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like that. You've
seen it?
Yeah, I saw
like that's fantastic stuff.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love like
get fucked.
You
love her?
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No, you didn't have to jump to that conclusion.
Well, I don't.
And that he liked the movie Cuties. I don't know why people still watch this idiot. Now I want to talk a little bit about my overall reaction. My reaction is that I am fucking disappointed. I obviously denounce parasocial relationships with content creators, but I also can't help being immensely disappointed when something like this comes out about a creator that I enjoyed. For example, I don't know how many of you people know who Choga Conroy is. He's a guy who uploaded Nintendo Let's Plays, and I used to watch him all the time when I was younger. Not only was he one of the YouTubers that I watched growing up, but he's one of the many people who got me into the idea of making videos. Not too long ago, he got exposed for texting a girl some feet things. I don't know how to explain it. So, Jesus Christ. He had a girlfriend at the time, and he was texting some other girls some feet stuff. The texts were really embarrassing, and I mean, it honestly sounds like he was bothering the girl the whole time. The point is, pretty much all of his content, regardless of how good it was, is tainted now. Because even if you still want to like the guy like I do, there's a strange feeling that's there, you know what I mean? It's like I want to enjoy his older videos because I really do think that he's a funny guy. But in the back of my mind, there's a reminder that he did some really weird things. And it's the same thing for Dr. Disrespect now. I thought he was a funny guy. Like, I liked a lot of his clips that would show up on my For You page. But now, even if he tries to make a comeback from all this, it's done. It's over. Nobody is gonna let him forget about all this stuff. And I mean, even back then, I felt like that when he came out that he was cheating on his wife. Even when I was younger, I thought, damn, that's really messed up. And that's really all I could think about when I was watching like some of his clips. And I mean, think about all the creators who in the past have been exposed for doing things with kids. How many of them still have a platform to this day? How many of them are able to move on from the constant mocking? And I don't mean like how many people were able to come back from allegations that turned out to be fake. How many people who were undeniably exposed have been able to move on from it? Not a lot of people. So even though I'd like for this to be the last content creator that I watch to get exposed for doing something terrible, I know it probably won't be. I know that's kind of the defeatist mindset to have, but I mean, it's just crazy that how there's people willing to throw away all their hard work for minutes of entertainment. That's all I gotta say about this. I mean, the amount of shit that keeps coming out about this whole thing, by the time that this video comes out, it's probably gonna be outdated already. Either way, I'm gonna end it here, so if you enjoyed me ranting for I don't know how long, smash like or leave a comment. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, but that is all, so take care of yourself, don't talk to minors, and acknowledge me. Goodbye.